I am talking with Howsy Noise. He has started a new band called Coffin Carousel. Howsy, can you tell us a bit about your new sound or your new style of this band?
Yeah, so for Coffin Carousel, definitely pulling my heart on my sleeves with this one. Bit more of a sort of grunge, sort of punk background, more sort of big rock sound as opposed to metal. So, yeah, with this band, I wanted to sort of just go back to all the music I got into and what I loved growing up, and just what I felt I wanted to keep alive with today's current sort of music, and so that was the vibe for Coffin Carousel.
What type of bands would you mention as influences?
Everything from Nirvana to the Misfits. I love everything like Cypress Hill, like real dark hip hop.
Yeah,
it's not really a direct influence, but for me, like it's the sounds and sort of styles of music. Like I wouldn't say too much metal, but just sort of more '90s massive rock bands and all the dark sort of stuff like Rammstein and old school like White Zombie.
Yeah. You're the lead singer and guitarist. I got that right?
Yeah, so this is my debut on vocals. For the past 15 years, I've been playing just guitar in bands. But I decided, it's about time I stood behind the mic, and I'm still playing guitar.
Yeah.
But I'm also lead vocals as well. So
yeah,
it's pretty exciting for me.
I'm definitely loving your vocals. They're pretty distinctive. It reminded me heaps of Ozzy Osbourne style or like Fear Factory as well. Did you get that feeling when you were listening back to it?
Yeah, look, for Fear Factory was a big band I listened to early on as well, especially with like when The Manufacture came out. But Burton's clean vocals. I've always loved real strong, clean, sort of haunting vocals, and like Mike Howell Graves, Misfits era. Definitely with all your sort of metal bands that had melodic choruses, that obviously rubbed off on me for sure. Don't know about Ozzy Osbourne, but my drummer Tim Ross, he actually said the same thing. He goes, "Oh, I can hear Ozzy there, man." I was like, well, "That's cool. I'm not complaining." But
yeah,
I can't say he was a direct influence.
Yeah.
But if that's what comes across, I'm happy with that.
Yeah, it comes across a bit. It's quite a powerful sound, though. It's what I really love about it. You're only a three-piece. That's right.
Yeah. I essentially wanted to start this band as a three-piece. I'm open to bringing in maybe a second guitarist down the track for live, but I wanted to record as a three-piece, just keep I guess the dynamics and mentality simple, so everything just becomes bigger, and just still the performance-based recording, like everything's still tight, but everything's really driving really raw, just as if you're hearing a band in your face playing it. So.
Yeah, well, the new single, Sinister, like, it's pretty good for a three-piece. You're doing a good sound there. Like, it's powerful enough, I think.
Yeah, well, cool. That's good to hear you do it. But yeah, like, exactly. Like, as soon as we started mixing it up, it was like, yeah, this is working. Like, for now, let's just stay as a three-piece. And
yeah, see how you go.
It makes it easier touring.
Yeah.
But, yeah, no, I've never done a three-piece before, and I've always loved three-piece bands, so it's another tick off the box of life goals, just do it.
Yeah. So you're originally from Hatchet Dawn. What made you start a new band? And you've left Hatchet Dawn, is that right?
Yeah, look, Hatchet Dawn had its trials and tribulations. That was very more metal, using horror influences, more the sludge sort of metal, like your Superjoint Rituals and those bands that... Like, the ideas for Coffin Carousel came to me during Hatchet Dawn, and as I was writing a bunch of new songs, which ended up going onto our Rebirth album, about every third or fourth song, I just churn out this other kind of song which never really fitted the mold, and was always either be quicker or it'd be a bit more simpler. But, I didn't discard them at the time. I was like, okay, that doesn't work for Hatchet Dawn. I'll chuck them in a folder, and I might check them out later on down the track. But it wasn't until the end of 2009 when the original singer decided to step away from Hatchet Dawn and do another band that I sort of had some motivation to go, well, hang on, I've got some songs sitting there on my computer. I want to give singing a shot. And I went and got singing lessons with a guy in Melbourne called Peter Vox. He's pretty well known, and he's been a really great help for me, just discovering what I could actually do. But so like from 2009 through to 2011, sort of 12, while Hatchet Dawn was around with different incarnations and lineups, I was just demoing solid in the background just on these bunch of songs I had.
Yeah, yeah.
So, you know, the day came when Hatchet Dawn, you know, it made sense to not continue it anymore and just leave it be. So now came the time to pull out these songs and do something with them. And so for me, they've been in my life for the past 3 or 4 years. All the songs I will be releasing next year and so forth. But it's a bit of a self-discovery as a musician as well. So like exploring what else you can achieve.
Yeah. So it's been a few years in the running then. 2009, basically, you're saying.
Yeah, I started demoing. Well, Sinister, probably I wrote that song 2010.
Yeah.
So, like, you know, which for me, I didn't want to rush anything. I just wanted to take my time, get things right, work myself out how I was going to sing and how I could sing. So I spent 2 years by itself just, you know, learning techniques and singing styles. And
big step.
Then, yeah, the hard bit was putting it with the music I liked writing, cause, especially for Hatchet Dawn, it was always down-tuned stuff. And the first few demos I had, I tried to sing to them, and it just wasn't working. The guitars were way too low. And it wasn't until my singing teacher picked up, he's like, on that, he's like, oh, maybe you should try and tune up a little, or, you know, try different tuning. So there was about 6 months there just trying different tunings, and I kind of workshopped the whole band to work around what I could do as a vocalist. So but keeping all the things I loved about music, like all the things I loved about Hatchet Dawn and what, you know, what my part of Hatchet Dawn became, I wanted to keep that on board with me. So just growing myself as an artist and progressing as a songwriter, and that Coffin Carousel, it made, like, I've always loved psychobilly bands and stuff too, like, you know, all that sort of scene. I've always loved in Melbourne especially, and so, like, I've always had that kind of vibe, that sort of spooky, kooky thing still, but bit of just a different spin, but something I could totally mould around my taste, styles, and sort of talent, I suppose, as a musician.
Yeah, that's good. The new single is Sinister. Where was that recorded?
So Sinister was all the drums I recorded in, I think, the start of 2012 with the drummer, and basically spent a year doing all the guitars. So when I say that, it wasn't just one song. We actually went and recorded 20 songs, and I chose Sinister as the first one I wanted to release. So, and out of those 20, I've got an EP and a full-length album that will come out in time. But I started the drums in 2012, did some guitars halfway through 2012. But again, like, I picked and chose songs that I wanted to record with different people that I knew over the years, and different studios, and using different amps, and I even used different guitars. I've always stuck to the one guitar in the studio, but I use Telecasters and crazy little Vox amps, and I had a few friends. I sort of picked and sort of swapped between 3 different studios recording all the guitars, and the vocals I didn't get around to recording until this year. So I started recording vocals in February this year. So I've only recorded an EP's worth of material so far. The album I want to leave and just sort of grow on. So I sort of spent the last 2 years in itself just recording, and wasn't until halfway through this year I got back in touch with Neil Kernan, who mixed and did all most of the Hatchet Dawn stuff. I've kept in touch with him over the years, but when I showed him the couple of the demos I had, he was just he was like, yeah, this is cool stuff, Halsey. It's like, you know, it's nothing what I'd expect you to send me, but I'm into it, and, you know, we can get that big, massive 3-piece sound that you're after. And so he mixed it. Now we're in December. So yeah, he mixed Sinister in October, and I also shot a music video, half of it last year again, and half of it this year. So it's sort of been a project that's sat in the background, but I just decided November's gonna be the day, the month to put out Sinister and show everyone what the band's about and what I've been talking to for all these years. Like, you know, it's coming, so it's finally here. But I just thought, you know, I want to pop out one song. It's not overwhelming for people to absorb. It's just one song, and it basically has all the vibe, all the elements of the bands. Yeah, and like with the single, I also do like an acoustic version. To show another side to, you know,
Michael Graves style.
Totally, yeah. Like, it was just like, yeah, screw it. Like, just how hard it's going to be to sit there with an acoustic and record it. So, but yeah, it's good. Like, just, yeah, put out one song, and that way, just gives me a bit of time to finish off the EP, which will hopefully go out in March next year, and
Nice.
start doing some shows.
Yeah, have you guys done any gigs yet as Coffin Carousel?
No, I've purely sort of held off doing like a run of shows. I just want to wait till I have the EP out and have a full set rehearsed up, and that way. But yeah, the idea was by the time the band hits the stage, that there's already a single, there'll be 2 video clips out, and an EP for people to get into and listen to. So hopefully, by the time the band's on stage, people will know some material, and hopefully, yeah, get into a live show a bit more. Yeah.
So basically, all the songs for the new EP are generally recorded, or just kind of demoed at the moment?
Oh no, the EP's all done.
Yep.
Neil Kernan is mixing it now. He's done 2 out of 6 songs, so we'll hopefully have it done by end of the year.
Mm-hmm.
And we started filming a new music video last weekend. So
awesome.
Yeah, sort of moving to the next stage, and it's obviously Christmas coming around, and everyone gets a bit busy. So I think things are like dormant for a month there, but once January kicks around, we should have the video clip done and EP all finished, and start getting ready to play live.
So you reckon around March time?
February? I'm hoping for March to release a 6-track EP with another video clip.
Yeah.
And doing shows shortly afterwards, and getting out there and and just having fun with it, you know.
Yeah, sounds awesome. Is there any plans to come to Brisbane in that time as well?
I would love to. Like, obviously, I've been in Brisbane a couple of times with Hatch and Dawn, and I've always loved Brisbane. It's been a great crowd up there. I've got a few cousins up there as well.
Yeah.
I can't wait. I definitely want to get the band up there. I'm interested as well, being a 3-piece, how easy that's going to tour. So we'll see. It should be fine. Like, I don't think it'll be any problem. Be a bit cheaper too, I think. But definitely planning to come to Brisbane.
Excellent.
So yeah, it'll definitely happen. So maybe mid next year, I reckon.
Yep. All right. Well, do you have any more you'd like to add to your new band, Coffin Carousel?
No, look, I hope people enjoy it. Like, the whole point of this was not to be too serious. Just have fun, put some cool music out that are going to be fun to play live, and I just hope people enjoy it and, you know, can hear it for what it is, and sort of, you know, feel the intention with it, just have fun, rock out, and enjoy sort of classic bands like your Nirvanas and Misfits and your Rob Zombies, or, you know, your Rammsteins, all those kind of guys. Coffin Carousel will be a bit more, definitely more rock-based than anything previous I've done. So, but it's all still, you put on a Hatch and Dawn song, you put on a Coffin Carousel song, you're still going to know there's the same guy doing something in there. So, well, I look forward to coming up and playing. Yeah.
All right, well, that sounds great. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing you guys and hearing some new stuff as well, because I'm loving that new tracks in the stuff. So, yeah, cool, cheers for that, and go for it. Yeah.
Awesome. Crank it loud, too. It's mixed to play loud.
Yeah, that's for sure. Love the style of it, just that smashing sound. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, just punches in and goes through it.
Yeah. All righty, well, thanks heaps for that chat, and, keep in touch.
Sure thing.
Looking forward to it.